Hey everyone, you are watching We Had That. Today I am super excited because I just got in the Mythic Legions figure that really convinced me to get into the line. This is a figure that's clearly based on the Masters of the Universe Trapjaw figure. His name is Kronnaw, not really sure how you pronounce it. But they've done, Mythic Legions has done several figures that are based on Masters of the Universe characters. They did Man-at-Arms first, I believe, He-Man, Skeletor, Battle Cat, Panther, and now they've got this guy for Trapjaw, and coming up in one of the upcoming waves is going to be Hordak and She-Ra tributes. So this figure had a huge appeal to me just because I like Trapjaw, but also because they're in scale with Masters of the Universe Classics, and the Masters of the Universe Classics Trapjaw figure is crazy expensive right now. So I'm going to open this guy up. The package, for those of you familiar with Mythic Legions, is standard packaging. It's got the same art on the back that a lot of these packages do, and it's got the information about this guy right here on the side. And the figure here with his sword and his accessories are down there at the bottom. The cool thing about Mythic Legions packaging is you can take the figure out of the package, and if you decide to put them back in, these slide right out, and you can put the figure back in later if you choose to. So let's see what this guy comes with. Of course, he has his sword and a pile of other stuff that comes in this bag. I'm going to open this up so we can get a better look. These belts come with pretty much every Mythic Legions figure, that at least the ones that I've seen so far. We've got a small headpiece that goes on there. One piece of shoulder armor. An axe. A dagger. A mace. I guess technically that's a Morning Star when it has the chain. Another belt, so you've got a second belt for this guy. The first one was brown and the second one is black. And last but certainly not least, we have also got a very nice alternate head, helmeted head for this guy. And as I mentioned earlier, he's got a sword as well. Nice. Just going to take these twist ties off the back here so I can take him out of the package. I do notice that he doesn't come with the metal pieces for wings that I thought came with all of the figures. But I guess most people probably wouldn't be putting wings on a Trapjaw figure. So if you do want this guy as Trapjaw, maybe they thought you wouldn't need the wings. But I think it's interesting that it does not come with those attachments. The figure himself is phenomenally cool. Much like Trapjaw, he's got the lower jaw. This one opens and closes. Now, I read a few, I guess I'll call them negative reviews of this figure. People in general really like the figure, and I think he is absolutely great. But a couple of people complained that this Trapjaw-inspired figure doesn't quite fit in with the Masters of the Universe line because his head is the head of a skull and his body has flesh. So it's a flesh body with a skull head, and they thought that didn't really work for Masters of the Universe. Can we just think about that for just a second? So Trapjaw or Kronnaw, however you pronounce it. He has the same articulation as most of the other Mythic Legions figures. The head's on a ball joint there, so tons of articulation with the head. And the arms move at the shoulders, at the elbows, at the wrists, and at the gauntlet there. The legs move at the pelvis. The waist also moves here above the pelvis. And you've got also articulation at the knees, both back and forth and around. And then you've also got articulation at the ankles this way, and this way. So like all Mythic Legions figures and most of the Masters of the Universe Classics figures, this guy is really well articulated. Now I'm going to take just a second to swap out the heads and to give you guys a look at that other head. Although clearly not as influenced by Trapjaw, this head too is ridiculously cool. And the horns move, so if you want to, well, at least this one does, if you want to change the position of the horns, I'm not going to break that one, but at least the one on the left rotates. I'm assuming that they both do, but right now I'm not going to force it. Take a look at this guy from the side, from the back, and the other side. Very cool figure. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap the heads back. All right, here he is with his shoulder armor, one of his belts, axe, and the head with the helmet. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Trapjaw character from Masters of the Universe, the single shoulder armor and the armor only on the right arm is a nod to the Trapjaw figure who had removable attachments for his right arm. So the fact that this guy comes with many weapons, although that's standard for all of the Mythic Legions figures, is particularly awesome for a character that's a nod to Trapjaw because he had different attachments for his arm. One of them was a laser gun, so obviously a Mythic Legions figure isn't going to have that, but he does have a variety of weapons to choose from here. Now let's look at this guy compared to a Masters of the Universe figure just for scale. Here we have got our Trapjaw tribute next to Skeletor, and the two of them look pretty awesome together. Let me see if I can get these guys to stand up here. There we go. As you can see, they are really close to the same size, so scale-wise, that works really well. If you're not able to find a Trapjaw figure for your Masters of the Universe Classics collection, I think this guy works really well as a stand-in. In fact, I prefer him to some of the versions of the Trapjaw from the Masters of the Universe Classics line. For example, there was a Grayskull version that's similar to the cartoon. I would honestly rather have this guy. So, very cool figure, perfectly in scale with the Masters of the Universe Classics line, and comes with a whole pile of accessories. So I think I'm very happy with this figure. Please leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know what you think of the Mythic Legions line and the Masters of the Universe Classics line, and particularly about all of the figures that Mythic Legions is doing as a tribute to the Masters of the Universe characters. Click like, subscribe to my channel, share on social media, and if you're a fan of toys, you should know about Toylanta, one of the biggest toy shows in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit toylanta.com for more information. As always, thanks for watching.